Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where we talk about everything entrepreneurship, building and growing a brand. If that sounds interesting to you, feel free to subscribe down below. And now let's dive into the subject of this video. Before we start, I just want to let you guys know that search engine optimization is a real skill. There are people that do this for a living, SEO writers, companies that optimize SEOs for other companies. So if you have the funds, I would suggest that you hire someone, but if you're just starting out, these tips that I'm going to give in this video are definitely going to help you out. So these tips are things that you can implement in your website when you are building the website so that you won't have to change everything afterwards. All right, let's start. So the first thing that I would say that you have to do is create unique page titles. A title tag will tell both the users and search engines what the page is actually about, and it will also appear when someone searches for something on Google. The title tag is what is going to appear in the search results. So taking a look at your title tag is going to be helpful to the user to determine if the page is going to be relevant to whatever they were searching for. So make sure that your title tags are good, unique, and that they make you want to click on it, because this is what is going to be found in your search results. What is also important is that you should choose a title that accurately describes the actual content that is actually on that page. Avoid choosing a title that has nothing to do with the content, because search engines are going to quickly figure that out, and then you'll be ranked lower, and you don't want that because you want people to find your website. Another tip that I can give you regarding the title tags is to keep them relatively brief, because once again they will show up in the search results, and if you have a long title that is going to be cut off and people won't really know what your page is about, and that will make them less likely to click on your page and to go to your website. So make sure that they're relatively short, your title tags. Another thing I want to add is that you should make a unique title tag for each single page on your website. Don't create one title tag for multiple pages, because then the search engines won't know what each of the pages are talking about, and that will also make that the pages and thus your website are going to rank lower in the search engines. Second thing that you should definitely do when optimizing your website for the search engines is to use the meta tag. A meta tag is basically the description of your page. It gives Google and other search engines a summary about what your page is about. And where a title tag is normally a sentence, a meta tag, what you write in the meta tag, is usually a couple of sentences long. So it will be a short paragraph with really a summary of whatever it is that your content is talking about. The meta tag is also going to appear in your search results. So whenever someone looks for something up and you come up in Google, they will see your title tag, and then down below they'll see your meta tag. So make sure that your meta tag also displays exactly the content that you have on the page, because otherwise people are going to come to your website and then they're going to click off. You don't want that. So make sure to have a good meta tag that is a real summary of whatever your page is about. Avoid using meta tags that have no relation to the content. That is a no-go. Google and other search engines, they will get to you, they will find you, they will know that what you're doing is not right. You will be ranked lower, and once again, we don't want that. Number 3 is to improve the structure of your URLs, okay? So try to get your title tag into your URL, because once again, the URL is going to be seen in your Google search results. So when people see a URL with a bunch of codes, a bunch of numbers, a bunch of digits in it, they will find it odd, and usually they won't click on it. So if you want people to click on your URL, make sure that it has your title tag in it. So it looks something like this. I will try to put like an example, and not like this. You don't want that, so make sure that you optimize your URLs. Another thing that you can do to optimize your search engine's results is to make your website easier to navigate. You can do this by directing your visitors to a general page, and then from there they can go on to a more specific page, because you want your visitors to find very easily whatever it is that they're looking for. And when you optimize your website for the visitors, it will automatically be optimized for the search engines. Okay, so the next thing is kind of obvious, but I do think I should say it here, and that is to offer good quality content and text. Because without that, nobody's going to stay on your website, and you won't be able to convert those visitors into leads, into sales, and whatever it is that you're doing on your website. So offering good quality content is very, very, very important. Users, they know good content when they see it. When your content is awful, they will flee far away from your website, and this will cause that your website is going to be ranked lower in the search engines, and you don't want that. You want users to direct other people to your website. You want that buzz, you want that word of mouth. So once again, that's why it's important to have a really good, good content on your website. So how do you create good content? You might want to think about the keywords that your visitors are thinking about when researching whatever it is that they're researching, which will make them finish on your website. So do some keyword research before you start making your content, and base your content around those keywords. Also keep in mind that people that know a lot about a certain topic will use different keywords than someone that is new to the topic. That person might choose other keywords. Both of those keywords are still keywords that you can use to make good content and to redirect those visitors to your website. So users mostly enjoy content that is well written and that is easy to follow. So you do not want to put unnecessary keywords in your content for nothing that is certainly not necessary. Avoid having sloppy text with a lot of mistakes, grammatical mistakes. People do not like that, and that will make them click off your website. Once again, we don't want that. We want them to stay on your website. Try to keep your content fresh and new so that your existing visitors will keep coming back, and that along the way, they will also bring in new visitors to your website. So my next tip is to write a good anchor text. When someone puts a link, you usually see a clickable text, and that is your anchor text. And it tells Googles and other users what the page is about that you're directing to. Try to avoid generic anchor text like click here or this is the link. You should aim for just a few words for your anchor text, and make sure that your anchor text is in another color than the rest of your text, because you don't want people to be clicking on your anchor text by accident, or you do not want for them to not see your anchor text. So make sure that it is visible, that it pops, that it is in another color than the rest of your text, so that people know that there is a link. All right, so the next tip is to optimize your use of images. Images may be seen as a straightforward items of your website. People just put them on the website and they don't really do anything with them. But it's important to optimize them. And what do I mean by that? When you put an image on your website, you can give the image alt attributes, which means that you can give the image a description. Because normally when someone goes to your website, they will see the image, but if they are logged into an older computer, if they're viewing your website in an older browser, the images might not load and they might get like an error. But if you have alt attributes, if you have given your image alt attributes, then instead of seeing the image, they will actually see like the description of the image. And also these alt attributes actually tell the search engines what the image is about, which helps them to determine what your page is about, what your whole website is about, which ultimately will get your page ranked higher. Okay, so the last tip that I have for you guys today is to make your website mobile friendly. I cannot stress this point enough. I think most of the users use their mobile to go on the internet website. So if you have a website, you really need to have a mobile version of your website, because if you don't, then your visitors will not have a good experience. Alright guys, so I was basically filming my outro when my camera died on me. There's my setup, as you guys can see. So I just wanted to come on camera and